Hi everyone. The topic is becoming a facilitator, which it seems is a very famous theme right now. There are many trainings and courses how to become a facilitator for plant medicine work. So for me, the main thing actually is doing own work, going through own healing processes, using own modalities to go deep and to reflect. Because the deeper you are used to go inwards, the more you have explored, the more discomfort, the more fear, the more processes you went through and came out on the other end. Like the deeper you feel safe to go in yourself, the deeper you can hold a place for others so they feel safe. So becoming a facilitator, it's great if you do different courses and different trainings. I also did different courses and different trainings, and for me it was very beneficial. But the main work for me to become a good facilitator in the space with plant medicine, and my background is ayahuasca and Zama, like the Shipibo dietas, plant dietas called Zama. This is where I spend most of my time regarding my own healing and facilitating individuals and groups. But the more work and the deeper you did work internally in yourself, the more comfortable you feel sitting with your own emotions, the more you're connected and having a healthy relationship to your own fears, sadness, anger, frustration, shame, of course, joy, love, compassion. The more you were sitting with these emotions, the more you're comfortable to feel the emotions and sit with the emotions when you facilitate the space or when you guide someone through a process. So that's one thing. How are you connected and how comfortable are you in your own healing journey and with all your different parts? The other thing is if you learn or have learned different modalities, how do you align all these practices and modalities and approaches with your own integrity in your own way? That it's not something what you learned, that it's something what you really integrated. So all these practices or modalities you studied and learned, it's very, very important and you notice it. I notice it very quickly, how much someone really worked with the modalities she learned in her own journey or in his own journey. Because how you digest the things you learned in your own being, with who you are, with your integrity, with your personality. This is also what reflects back how you guide people or how you hold space for people or how you support a healing and learning journey from someone who goes very, very deep and is maybe very vulnerable. So the content I will share is content for people, the invitation for people to get to know yourself better, to connect more with yourself. I will share different angles which are for me helpful on my journey, on my personal learning and healing journey. And to the same time, it supports and helps me how I'm there for others, because the way how I'm there for myself, I'm able to be there for others. So this really goes for me together. And the content and the different videos I will share is for people who really want to improve their self-inquiry, want to be reminded on their own work. And if there are people who want to become a facilitator, I believe the things I share maybe are very beneficial as well, because as I explained, for me, the inner work goes also reflects in the way how I facilitate. And becoming a good facilitator means, in my opinion, that you already come a long way or a deep way in your own healing journey. Because if you are not in peace with certain parts in you, if you're not aware about certain parts in you or traumas in you, there will be triggers and there will be a ripple effect outside in space when you work with other people or holding the space for other people. If you don't feel comfortable with a certain fear in you, and this fear comes up in ceremony, individual or in the whole group, you might get tight because it triggers in resonance, goes in resonance with something in you, and you are not the spacious, compassionate, fully present facilitator because something in you gets triggered where you get uncomfortable or feeling discomfort. And we all go through that also as facilitators because we are humans and we have our own shit and our own wounds and our own stuff. But the importance is to be aware and to have certain relationships to certain parts, traumas, wounds in self to be able to hold it in a certain way, even if own stuff comes up, that you can be fully present there with others. And if not, that you are very quickly aware and you notice and you are not projecting it in the outside. But there will be more videos about that. But what I want to share here is that all the content I create also maybe makes sense for you to become a facilitator on the journey of growing into the role of a facilitator for yourself and for others. And to the same time, there will be a lot of content also for people who are not interested to become a facilitator, but being interested in learning more about own integrity and their own healing and learning journey. And it will be all weaving together. I will be very curious um, about feedbacks, and I'm creating that the first time, and I will do it in my own flow because I'm just a very flowing person. Um, and yeah, and my intention is that some of the content will be beneficial and resonating with you. I'm not having the intention that 100% of my content will all resonate with you because we are all different. For some people, maybe I talk too much, you know. For some people, there might be things which are just not resonating, and that's totally fine. And I hope that there will be some important information which really will support you on your way. Um, yeah, much love.